48. Owen was warned a bit by Marty Jenkins. Nice left-right combination. Drives Pintor back. He's got Pintor over in his Owen's corner.
Pintor may be cut on the left eye there.
It looks like it. We'll wait and see as he comes around. We take another look at him.
I don't know how devastating Owen's punches are, but he's certainly landed a lot of them.
He is indeed, champ. No question about it. Minute remaining here in round number 3. There is a cut on Pintor's left eye, Alan.
Nothing too serious, but maybe it'll wake him up. Seems to be disturbed.
Pretty good-looking cut now, as I see it, in the eyebrow, right above the left eye. Johnny Owen keeps the pressure on Lupe Pintor. The WBC Bantamweight Championship on the line here tonight. Marty Jenkins, the third man, looking in, and Owen is right on top of his man. Half a minute to go in round 3.
Pintor throwing a lot of nice uppercuts inside there.
Using his longer reach, gentlemen, and that the sharp left jab to keep Pintor away. Pintor with a cut above his left eye, trying to get inside. And Owen says, welcome to the party. He's more than happy to have him come in there. Has him against the ropes and won't let him up. 7 seconds, and the clock will bring us to the end of round number 3. And it's been a busy 3 rounds of championship fighting. If I could read sign language, it was hit him right here, and they pointed to the right at the belt line. Here comes round number 4. Johnny Owen, the challenger from Mether, Wales. Pintor from Mexico, trying to unload some heavy bombs. And the minute Pintor throws the big leather, Owen starts to swarm all over him with a rash of blows. Owen, tall, and let's face it, very thin, to the point that he's preceded into the ring by a flag that shows a skeleton. But I tell you, he fights like a man possessed. A little over 2 minutes to go. Non-stop action with Johnny Owen. Marty Jenkins steps between them with a cautioning word.
Owen is getting his elbows in there on occasion. That's what Jenkins is doing.
Marty Owen with pretty good combinations, left and right, stays on top of Pintor. Nice left jab. Pintor trying to go to the body, shorter, and with a shorter reach. But I'm convinced Johnny Owen, win, lose, or draw, is just a fighter. Took a good right hand, took another.
That backed him up.
Another right hand. Pintor missing with that right hand. And Owen keeps on the attack.
Pintor may have found the key, that right hand.
That's right. Also, Owens didn't seem hurt by any of those right hands, though. Taking him real
for a
well.
brief moment, though, wasn't he, Danny? And then he came right back on again. He takes a good punch.
Sure does.
And he's non-stop in his attack, relentless.
Those punches he throws are slicing blows that could have caused that cut over Pintor's left eye.
I don't know, but what Pintor may be cut over the other eye, gentlemen. There's a smear of red there over his right eye. Wait and see as they separate the man. There's blood all over the trunks of Lupe Pintor. He was cut over the left eye in the 3rd round.
Owen's got a scratch under his left eye. Not serious.
Owen is just relentless in his pursuit and attack, Alan Malamet.
It's amazing the way he comes back from the heavy artillery by Pintor. He's taken the fight to him.
He really has. Pintor has hit him with 3 big right hands. Blood coming out of the nose now of Johnny Owen. And blood on the face of Pintor. As these two men have stood toe-to-toe since the opening bell. No quarter given and none asked for. 13 seconds remaining here in round number 4, scheduled for 15. 5 seconds remaining, and Owen continues to throw punches. And that's the bell.
What will happen to
For 15, the WBC Bantamweight Championship on the line. Lupe Pintor in white. His trunk's now blood splattered. Most of it from cuts over his eyes, one over each now. Owen took a right, just grazing the point of the chin. Comes back with combinations of his own. Swarms on top of Pintor, throwing a lot of leather. Left hand, now a right hand, another left by Owen. Top of Pintor and forcing the action. Lupe fighting back, going to the body. But Owen seems impervious to those body shots and to the 3 looping right hands that he took in round number 4.
Here it is, the 5th round. It makes you wonder if they're going to go another 10 at this pace. Definitely a blistering pace. This point.
Good left-handed uppercut by Pintor in that exchange inside, but Owen just keeps throwing punches. Alan, I think it's obvious that Pintor hits harder, but Owen hits more frequently.
That's for sure. Pintor's easy to hit. He's not quick for a bantamweight. Keeps his hands kind of low, and even Sandoval in the fight here, he landed some good shots on Pintor before Lupe wore him down with those body punches.
The right hand by Pintor, but Johnny Owen taking shots to the body as well as rights to the chin. Comes back with an attack of his own that is almost relentless.
That cut over Pintor's right eye looking a little nasty.
It is nasty. It is a pretty good gash indeed. It was open in the 2nd round, and it has grown. And he has a cut over his left eye as well. So the champion is marked, bloodied. His trousers, the trunks are more red than white in the front. And he's got a minute to go in round 5. It has been like this toe-to-toe since the bell started this fight. Johnny Owen is really showing us some kind of a fighter.
He's got to be in excellent condition to be going this pace like this. And still going strong.
That is non-stop action. Owen taking shots to the liver and the body. Marty Jenkins separates the 2 men. He's had Pintor on the ropes. Comes back to the attack. Pintor's hit him with some right hands. Unfazed, he's back to the attack. 22 seconds remaining in this, the 5th round. Pintor switched to the southpaw stance for a moment, trying to drive that left hand in for a slow-down blow, but Owen seems impervious. The bell is going to bring us to the close of a non-stop action 5th round. I'm Tom Kelly, along with former featherweight champion Danny Lopez and sports editor of the Los Angeles Herald-Examiner Alan Malamed. We're in the 6th round of this bantamweight championship bout. Johnny Owen of Wales in the red. Lupe Pintor, the champion, in white. Though his trunks now are more pink than white, as they are covered with blood, most of which is his from 2 cuts over his eyes. We're in round number 6, and Owens has been simply a marvel.
Once again, referee Marty Jenkins visited Pintor between rounds.
Pintor just nailed Owen with a right hand, and Owen comes right back to the attack.
Owen has never been off his feet, and we can understand why. Tremendously well-conditioned athlete.
Danny, if you were throwing as much leather as Pintor and hit his man as many times that you had hit his man as many times as he had, you'd have to be a little discouraged that that guy was still there throwing punches at you.
I sure would. I'd be wondering what is holding that guy up, and I'm sure that's what Lupe Pintor is wondering, because he's hitting some awesome right hands and left hooks to the body, and he's still in there going full speed like the 1st round.
He nailed him just a moment ago while we were talking, you were talking, and we were watching with a right hand, and Owen just seems to shrug him off. Pintor's got to wonder if he's got a connecting rod between jaw and brain, because he doesn't seem to mind a thing. Minute and a half to go in round 6.
I think it's definitely got to discourage Pintor a little bit in there, hitting the guy with his best shots, and the guy's still coming at him.
Now, it must also be noted, I would think, at the risk of stating the obvious, that Owen does not have what you call a devastating punch, Alan Malamud.
No, but he seems to be a sharp puncher. He's bloodied up Pintor both eyes, and he's also giving a little bit of elbow, maybe a little bit of head in there, and he's keeping the pressure on, and those cuts certainly aren't getting any better. Ruquillo Hernandez is having a tough time stopping the flow of blood between rounds.
I tell you, Johnny Owen looks to me like the kind of guy you'd want when the fight started in the pub. You'd really have to take an awful lot of discouragement to discourage this guy.
And certainly in a pub, that would be the first guy you'd look at to throw a punch at.